How to stand before a hostile crowd, for example, at Harvard University, or as I did Columbia University and at NYU, who are out truly to destroy you spiritually and eventually physically, if they could. And they're, and how to stand there like Jesus with the mental sword that you just did last week. Yeah, okay. Want to be silent, want to go like this. Spiritual warfare. The attitude is, let the enemy kick you. Let him hit you. And then take his aggression, take the Pharisee's aggression, take the hostile person's aggression, take the controlling person's aggression, take the critic's aggression, pull it towards yourself, and then turn and touch his pressure point. And he goes down. And when he's down, they say in Japanese, "Anashimika." Peace to you, my brother. That's what Jesus did. All right, you want to hit over here, hit over here, hit here. Yeah, you're trying to get me to lose my hope, my faith, my courage, my manhood, my love. Can't do it, fellas. Okay, good night. Papa, I trust you. And he's dancing on Sunday. That's us. You got to fight. Now, if it's a physical fight, you got to put them down. But most of the fight today is not physical, except over in where our brothers are in Iraq. After the warrior, now what's the warrior? The warrior can become, without formation, a cowardly, nice religious person. How are you? How are you? He cannot comment on some personal truth of himself too much, out of fear, and he cannot comment out of some religious truth. Whether it's me, you, a priest, we've all failed there. And that's like Peter. So we want to see to what degree I have that. The opposite is hostility, the fake soldier. Just I was dealing with a guy recently, a lieutenant from Iraq, and he was tortured by the thought that his men, he watched his men recently in Iraq, who learned the warrior code, no murder, rules of engagement, they had them all down in here, but they weren't in here. They weren't noble. He didn't lock onto them. And so the little Iraqi guy there, he's got no weapon, he's shot in the leg, boom, shoot him and kill him. And the lieutenant looked the other way. Another guy, boom, comes in and do it. He says, I'm a coward. I'm a Catholic. I'm haunted. I says, be careful what you're doing to yourself right now. You're under an enormous pressure. And you did not know whether the colonel would accept what you had to say. Son, things happen in combat, okay? Just sit down. Rules of engagement. I'm here for the good Lord and Our Lady. I'm here to defend and protect life. Now I just want to talk about warrior brotherly, how we go about structuring ourselves, okay? First, if you would take out, these are resources for you. These will you be using for the rest of the year in your platoons. Platoon is a group of 5 to 7 men, ideally, that meets near as possible to your home. You should not be driving more than a half hour away, all right? 45 minutes, all right? We want guys to be really close. It's like communion, okay? Now, the first thing I'd like you to take out is this. Materials by Dr. Philip Mango. The green. Yeah. These are about 20 or so CDs that I've done on manhood. Both back and side. You can watch these. This is part of your training. You can watch these alone with your girlfriend or your wife, with other guys. Ideally, you should be watching them with your platoon as one of the materials to be used in training. And you watch them and then you discuss them, okay? To learn about Warrior Brothers, go to the bottom of the page, and it says a documentary done by Sergeant Pavel Vishnasilik, and who started actually it's a mission called Wild Image Recordings. He does CDs, and he made a documentary. Secondly, I have a resource list. See the resources? This is a resource list for yourself, for the platoon, and for any of your friends or acquaintances. If you're looking for quality individual counseling, you can call on TOP, Psychotherapy Counseling. This is people who are loyal to the magisterium and committed, they're licensed mental health professionals. St. Michael's Institute for the Psychological Sciences, that's me, my guys. 2, CatholicTherapists.com, wonderful group, national group. There's therapists all over New Jersey. If you want counseling, always go to a male. Repeat that, always go to a, not because women can't do the job. It's only because the intellectual and technical aspect of therapy they can do. There's a deeper need in male identity development. That is for a male therapist that you like and admire who says, you got what it takes. Okay? A woman can say, you got what it takes, and it feels nice, but it's like your mother telling you, you're a nice fellow. Okay? And then there's Pastoral Solutions. This is counseling by telephone. Pastoral Solutions by Dr. Popsack. Use this for yourselves, anybody doesn't know. And then there's 2 wonderful evangelical Protestant psychiatrists and psychologists and therapists. Focus on the family, American Social and Christian Counselors, okay? So that's that. Now, these books I have personally selected for all kinds of topics. And enjoy, feel free to read them. For sexual addiction, I highly recommend individual counseling and Sexaholics.Anonymous.org. Infidelity, prostitution, fetishism problems, internet porn, masturbation. It is a wonderful program. I send seminarians there, priests, good priests, laymen, single people, married people. It does the job. It's free of charge. It's 12 steps, and it's all over the country. Then, if you have any family members or friends or relatives, or even if you feel you're struggling with same-sex attractions, but you want nothing to do with them, and you don't act out sexually with men, these are the finest that are in the country right now. The finest in the country. Narth, Exodus, Journey into Manhood, Courage, Love One Out. Journey into Manhood is a group of ex-gays who are happily married, straight guys, and they have a weekends away programs. It's incredible. Narth is my buddy's group. He probably has the finest understanding as a doctor of homosexuality and how it's healed. Okay? These are very good. Give these to your priests. Okay? Many priests are not aware yet about this stuff. Give them to, people you know. Third, take out Warrior Brothers, Courage Through Faith. And we're going to go through this very briefly, and then we're going to take a break, and we're going to go to confession and Mass, okay? I'm going to read some. Then I want to ask George, and then Chris, and Sean, and go all around the place. You guys read a few sentences, okay? This is the vision. Courage Through Faith, Warrior Brothers. Warrior Brothers is an international brotherhood of Catholic knights committed to an in-depth lifetime adventure. We are a brotherhood dedicated to a 3-part mission: leadership and manhood development for ourselves, for teenagers, adolescents, for guys in the parish. One of our missions is called Firepower. Firepower means we, as developing formed men, hold 1-day and 3-day retreats about manhood and leadership. Okay. 2, marriage and family formation.